don't know if this shirt's gonna do. It's got a weird thing on it. You ever like do your laundry and then you ended up with like a, I don't know, it's just a weird crinkle. It might end up pulling up and showing. And it looks a little bit funny. You guys don't care. I don't care. I care a little bit though, and I've been talking about it. Hoisted by my own petard. So, getting a little sick of the drama, a little sick of the horrific things, a little sick of all that. So I wanted to go with a comedy, and I didn't want to pick a nostalgia one because I've got some comedy ones coming up with Afton. So I went with a newer comedy, and the movie is called Caught Stealing. Now, everything I've seen Austin Butler in, I've pretty much enjoyed him in. I think he's a capable actor, and sometimes better than that. This movie, I'm going to give him a better than that rating because I thought he was awesome in this thing. His character kind of reminds me of like an amalgamation of different friends I've had throughout life. Mostly for the ones who have had just that easy smile that people have when they really see you and they actually wanted to see you. You know what I'm talking about. When someone sees you and you can tell that they're like, hey, I love seeing your butt. Sometimes you see people and they're like, ah. And you're like, yeah, your level of excitement is nil. Which is fine. I'm not trying to downplay. You don't need to feel any old certain kind of way. But people with an easy smile are my favorite kind because they'll see you, they love seeing you. You exchange some kind words, you care about each other. It reminds me of my friend Adam LaFleche. Adam, I'll give you a shout out. You are someone that I consider an easy friend. I see you, I immediately am happy. I see your face, it makes me happy. And I'm pretty sure that you see my face and it makes you happy. And we are very different people, very different structured people, very different living people. But I just love you. You're just an awesome dude. So, um, you're someone who I see as just an easy smiling guy. And in a way, that reminds me of this character in this movie because he just has this natural smile. It reminds me of a lot of friends I've had. Mike Gross, you know, Rob Gumlaw. It's just people who just have like an easy access to smile and make people smile. And also easy access to do other things in life too, you know what I mean? But that way of just naturally being gregarious is an awesome thing. And I have a lot of friends who've got it inside of them. And I love them all. So, this movie has a really cool cast of characters. Um, my favorite teacher in the world was a Brit, Dr. Taylor. Rest in peace. I loved you very much. She was a smart woman and also a no nonsense woman, but also a very kind and thoughtful and caring woman who I had some very complex conversations with about books when I was knee high to a freaking grasshopper, and I still love her for it. Um, Women who don't put up with BS are my favorite. I love you all. Now, why do women steal our clothes, bro? It just gets to this place where you're like, dude, that hoodie doesn't even fit you. So why would you take it? We could just go buy you a hoodie. We could order it online. I don't care. You could get it with any pattern. We could order it with your name written on it specifically because we just get it from some company who will do the lettering for an extra $20 on the hoodie. And we could just do that. Is it because it's stinky a little bit, like when I went to work with it or something? Is it. Are you just a thief? Are you thieves? Are women thieves? The movie is called Caught Stealing. And that makes me think how awesome fucking cats are. because people who don't like cats cannot be trusted just like people who don't like dogs. If you don't like dogs and cats, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Because dogs are awesome. Obviously, I love dogs. Got this dog right here. But cats, yeah, cats are awesome. So how do you not like cats? It makes no sense to me. If you don't like dogs or you don't like cats, I think you're weird, and you need to probably reevaluate the parts of your life that went wrong somewhere because you make bad judgment calls. I, I'm just calling it like I see it. We don't have to be mad about it. But it does come to a place where this movie gets very unrealistic. As someone who has had a surgery to on my abdomen, so it was a good cut across my belly there, and movement. If you have anyone who's had a surgery knows, movement is restricted. Or even if you do make a stark movement, you're probably going to get a tear, or at the very minimum, you're going to be wincing and wheezing and thing because that's the way it goes. Now, to see someone go through a surgery and then just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I just be out here riding motorcycles and running upstairs, and you're like, no, you wouldn't. You definitely would not. If you had any kind of reasonably good surgery, you wouldn't be running up and down anything. That's not realistic. There's not a whole lot of running involved with surgery. But um it doesn't really matter because you got all this comedy going on, you got all this violence going on, and it's all well done. The action cinematography is well done. So you feel like it's the payoffs just keep coming, even though it's unrealistic. A lot of times movies are unrealistic, they're still cool. So for a comedy movie, it was good. For an action movie, it was good. For a movie about an alcoholic falling apart, it was sad. And to see someone not really being able to handle their alcoholism is, not foreign to most of us. I think most of us have a friend who has a hard time or have had a hard time ourselves or whatever the case may be. But alcohol is deadly. It truly is. It is the most pernicious of all the drugs. And I tried all of them just to see. Yeah, I got issues. So they intersperse the sadness with the violence and the comedy, so it ends up being okay that this alcoholic is just straight falling apart. And you're like, well, I feel pity for him, but this movie's funny, so I really gives a shit all that much. Um, but it's a nice blend of different genres, and that kind of makes it maybe more on the scale of an unusual film than a lot of the things that you see. And then it takes twists I didn't see coming, which is nice. Um, then it gets twistier, and then it gets to a little more twist, and then it gets really dark, and then it ends on like a surprisingly light-hearted, hopeful note, and I like that too. I really did. I mean, I can't deny that the way that they tied things together was satisfying for me, and I kind of like a positive ending. So, the movie ends on a bright note, and that was awesome. And then after all that, it makes you think, well, that was awesome. And cats are fucking awesome. So, people who don't trust or like cats, I don't know if we should trust or like you anymore. You know what I'm saying? I still like you. I just think you make bad decisions and that you're a little bit weird. So, short up, Get your shit together. Cats are fucking awesome.